Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Learningbits. These are the important bits of perspectives in education, and this is a continuous video of topic national policies on education. So the next question, the NEP 2020 proposed to introduce experiential learning from class 6th. Which one of the following course proposed to discontinue? MPhil. The Future Higher Education Grants Council HEGC will replace the existing all of the above. All of the above means NCRT, UGC and AICTE. The NCTE will come under the General Education Council as PSSB means Professional Standard Setting Body. The NEP 2020 proposed to common entrance exam for admission into university through NTA. The NEP 2020 aims to introduce several changes in the Indian education system of school education to college education. Next question. NEP 2020 proposed 100% GER gross enrollment ratio by 2028. The NEP 2020 proposed to bring back out school children into the mainstream about 2 crore. The NEP 2020 suggested 15 years of schooling with inclusion of 3 years of preschool. The NEP 2020 mainly emphasized on foundational literacy and numeracy, by which years the minimum qualification for teaching will be a 4-year integrated BEd degree 2030. The gross enrollment ratio GER in higher education to be raised to 50% by 2025. The present 2020 GER in higher education is 26.3%. The NEP 2020 is proposed the National Research Foundation will be as an apex body. HECI stands for Higher Education Commission of India. The proposed institution in the place of UGC for funding to universities and colleges is HEGC. NETF will be created to provide a free exchange of ideas on the use of technology to enhance all of the above. It means learning, planning, assessment. The NEP 2020 emphasizes to set up of gender inclusion fund for disadvantaged groups. The NEP 2020 proposed to set up National Institute for Pali, Persian and Prakrit for both A and B. It means translation and interpretation. Next question. Currently 2020 India is spending around 4.6% of GDP. The new education policy aims to facilitate on all the above. It means holistic approach, participatory approach, inclusive approach. The NEP 2020 aimed to achieve equitable access to the highest quality education for learners by 2040. The NEP 2020 lays particular emphasis on the development of to create potential of each individual. As per NEP 2020, students' progress card will be redesigned in which of the following format? 360-degree progress card. The NEP 2020 proposed the extension of RTE up to the age of 18 years. Next question. The NEP 2020 allows to establish campuses in India from top foreign universities about 100. The NEP 2020 suggested how many bagless days in a year for school students during which they are exposed to vocation. 10. The reforms proposed in NEP 2020 can only be implemented by both A and B. It means state government and central government. The budget allotted for 2020 to 22 to implement NEP 2020 is about 93,000 crores. Which one of the following is not correct regarding to NEP 2020? Option C. The 2-year B.Ed course will continue to all graduates. NEP 2020 suggested to have exposure of vocational education to the learners of school and higher education by 2025. Next question. NEP 2020 proposed to have exposure of vocational education. The percentage by 2025 is 50%. Who is going to constitute a committee for work education? NCWE, National Committee for Work Education under NEP 2020. MHRD, admission test for pre-service teacher training program on both A and B, it means subject and aptitude. The admission test for pre-service teacher training proposed to conduct by NTA. According to NEP 2020, who will be eligible for master's degree? All of the above. It means who completed 3 years degree, who completed 4 years degree, and who completed 4 years degree with research. Higher education sector aimed to be integrated both A and B. It means professional education and vocational education. The main functions of SCERT will be taken up all the above: academic matters, academic standards, and curriculum. According to NEP 2020, which institutes are need to change their work center within a year? All the above. It means CRCs, DIETs, and BRCs, MRCs. School complexes will be strengthened to incorporate the subject in sharing manner. Option is all the above: vocational subject, art, music. Who is the last minister of MHRD and first minister of education? Option C, Ramesh Pokhriyal. Which committee of the following related to NEP 2020? Both B and C, it means TSR Subramanian and K Kasturi Rangan committee. The main aim of NEP 2020 is making India global knowledge superpower. NEP 2020 suggested to emphasize for class 1 to 3 is both A and B, language and mathematics. NEP 2020 suggested for open learning through NIOS and state open schools is all of the above. It means class 3 and class 5 and class 8. Next question. What is the guiding light of NEP 2020? Option C, rich heritage of ancient and eternal Indian knowledge. Find out odd one with regarded to NEP 2020. Correct option is xenocrats. Which one of the following statements regarding adult education in NEP 2020? Correct option is all the above. It means policy aim to achieve 100% youth and adult literacy, public literary spaces for adult education courses, quality technology based options for adult learning. Which one of the statement is correct regarding NEP 2020 in Union Budget 2020-21? All the above. It means 15,000 schools to be strengthened by implement in NEP 2020, 100 new Sainik schools to be set up, 720 model Ekalavya residential schools in tribal areas. Which government educational body will prepare NCFSE 2021? It means NCFSE means National Curriculum Framework for School Education based on NEP 2020. NCERT. According to NEP 2020, textbooks will be published only in English at national level to bring unified system of India. It is false. What is the full form of BOAS in reference to evaluation and assessment? Boards of assessment. Who among the following chaired committee for the draft National Education Policy 2020? Kasturi Rangan. K. Kasturi Rangan. With regard to multiple entry and exit options in UG stream, which of the following pairs is not matched correctly? Bachelor's with research after 5 years. National Curricular and pedagogical framework for early childhood care and education for children up to the age of will be developed by NCERT. National What does the letter P stand for in NPST that finds mentioned in NEP 2020? Professional. Higher Education Commission of India HECI that will act as a single overarching umbrella body for entire higher education, not including the sectors of medical and legal education.